welcome to Moonlit Justice Oracle. I'm here to do a collective sketchy deck reading. I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to do the What You Don't Need to Fear spread. So hopefully this will provide information about the collective of people who will resonate with this message, what you don't need to fear. Perhaps there's fear, it's like something that you're constantly afraid of, or every once in a while you'll get nervous or fearful about something. Yeah, we'll see what comes up. All right, let me finish this. Okay, may I have 2 cards, please, for what the collective does not need to fear. What they do not need to fear. 2 cards, please. Have faith, trust. So you do not need to fear having faith, trust, kind of letting God, source, the divine, the universe, whoever, whatever is your higher power. You do not need to fear giving it to them. It's like the whole phrase, Jesus take the wheel. You know, it's like allowing yourself to release control, having faith, and trusting that your higher power has your back. May I have 1 more card, please, for what the collective does not need to fear? 1 more card, please, for what they don't need to fear. Sabotage. So this could be regarding any kind of sabotage. If people are working in the background or in the foreground trying to sabotage you or a situation, this is nothing you need to worry about or fear. Okay. May I have 2 cards for why the collective is fearing this in the first place, or 2 cards for why the collective might fear this at some point? Control. Possibly feeling like, so I just said, it's like the whole Jesus take the wheel quote, right? Or phrase. People say that it's a concept of allowing your higher source to take control. Perhaps there's a need to control, and this is what causes the fear. It's kind of like when we prefer doing things ourselves instead of letting others help or letting others do it, we have that sense of control to where if we do it, it'll be right or it'll work out best, right? So maybe needing a certain level of control is what's causing this fear. Or perhaps this is fearing that others have control. Perhaps the people involved in sabotaging you or someone or a situation. Perhaps it's having the knowledge or intuitive feeling or inner knowing that someone else is trying to have some kind of control. 1 more card for why the collective might be fearing this. What is that? Paying for illegal services. May I have 1 more card, please, for why the collective might be fearing this in the first place? 1 more card to accompany control. 1 more card, please. Meddling in someone else's affairs and insurance policy. So this could involve people meddling in someone else's affairs regarding an insurance policy. So far what I'm getting is this is about having faith in your higher powers that they're not going to let someone get away with whatever sabotage they're trying to pull off involving an insurance policy or insurance claim. So if someone here knows someone is trying to do something regarding an insurance policy, do you know there's no need to fear this. You don't need to fear or hesitate when it comes to having faith and trust. Grief. Okay. Interference. Someone's upset about some kind of interference, or the divine source, God, the universe, they will be interfering in whatever grief people are trying to cause. All right, may I have 2 cards for why this collective does not need to fear this? 2 cards for why. Inner conflict. Inner conflict. May I have 1 more card for why this, we have your back, heart. Inner conflict. We have your back. So inner conflict is when someone has conflicting beliefs, thoughts, decisions, choices. Like there's, let's say two, right? Two things conflicting within. Two or more things. Inner conflict. We have your back. For why you do not need to fear this. Most importantly, it's incredible that this card came out. So with have faith, trust for what someone might be fearing or worried about. We have your back, heart. Those in the spiritual, definitely, and possibly physical realms have your back. Whatever's going on here, I'm kind of with the inner conflict card. Whoever's trying to sabotage, like if this is a plan, or if this is something that's happened already, or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure if the opposition here is experiencing inner conflict. Like they're unsure if they want to go through with something. That leads me to believe they won't go through with it. If this is inner conflict, you as someone watching, an innocent person in the situation, if you're experiencing inner conflict, understand that those in the spiritual and or physical realms have your back, heart. Absolutely. That's why you don't need to fear this. You don't need to fear releasing control, releasing the need to know things. That could be a part of control, right? Our needing to know. So if you're watching a lot of like tarot videos, if you're constantly seeking information about what's going on, it's not a bad thing. It's just if it gets to the point of where it's kind of like overtaking your thoughts, it's causing you inner conflict. That's kind of, in my opinion, that's our cue to pull back, to try to find that faith and trust that when and if there's information we need to know, we will receive it. We will receive it. If we're doing it because we need to feel a sense of control over knowing what the opposition is up to, same deal. I think it's healthy to want to know what any people acting maliciously are up to, right? But it can overtake us sometimes. It can take up a lot of our time and energy focusing on what other people are doing in this situation. If you find that that's the case for you, it could be beneficial to try to pull back your energy and focus on having faith and trust in your higher power. Understanding and believing, truly feeling that they do not want you harmed. They don't want you sabotaged, taken advantage of. It's trust that everything will work out for everyone's highest good. We have your back, heart. Absolutely. Is there any advice or information that could help this collective move past this fear? Any advice or information that could help this collective move past this fear? A stranger. So something about a stranger. One more card for any advice. Physical abuse. A stranger and physical abuse. Why is a stranger here for advice or information that would help this collective move past the fear? Why is a stranger here? A stranger. For what will help this collective move past this fear? A stranger. Family? Why is a stranger here? You know what? I have to take that. A family or a family? I put it back because I felt like it was not my actions that made it come out. I felt like it was a fumble in a sense, and then I instantly felt like I should have kept it out. I can pretend it's there. It's fine. It's not quick to find. Why is a stranger here for information that will help? Violation of privacy. Regret. So a stranger... Okay, before I was saying that whoever is whoever the ops are in this situation, they might be experiencing some kind of inner conflict. They might be in regret for violating someone's privacy. This could be a stranger that worked against you in some kind of way, or someone who didn't know you, someone you don't know. Someone regrets violating a stranger's privacy. Family. Why was family showing up with a stranger? Loss, exploitation, plotting. I'm not sure if this is someone who was planning on exploiting some kind of loss in a family, or some kind of loss that a family experienced. Why was family trying to come out with a stranger for what would help this collective move past the fear? Why was family coming out with a stranger? Why was family coming out with a stranger? Family with a stranger? Forgery, a group of people. So someone was forging something. Someone might have been planning on utilizing the justice system, the legal system, a court case in some kind of way, to take money from someone because of some kind of violence. Like if this is a scapegoating situation or falsely accusing someone of something. A group of people in forgery. Why is a group of people with family and a stranger? Why is a group of people with family and a stranger? Domestic abuse, spiritual, energetic abuse. Why is forgery with family and a stranger? Harass. So let's say someone here was due to receive something related to an insurance policy or an insurance claim. I'm not sure how a group of people is involved, whether they're the ops or whether this group of people, they were victims in some way. Or this could be the family. I'm not sure if this is like some kind of abusive family, or they were trying to make someone appear to be abusive domestically. Forgery and harass. Were they trying to get in the way of someone receiving whatever they were due to receive from an insurance policy or claim by forging something? But in fact, a stranger was involved somehow? Why is physical abuse here for what? Defendant. Why is defendant with physical abuse for what will help this collective move past this fear? Career. Needing to defend oneself at work regarding something involving physical abuse? Why is violation of privacy with a stranger? Why is violation of privacy with a stranger? Harm, fraud. Harm, fraud. Why is violation of privacy with a stranger? Confusion. Why is confusion with violation of privacy? Illegal activity. Why is illegal activity with confusion? Contracts, forms, paperwork, proven guilty. I'm not sure if someone here is confused about why they're being proven guilty of some kind of illegal activity. This comes in the forms of contracts, forms, paperwork, or if someone violated someone's privacy to cause confusion, utilizing contracts, forms, paperwork, documents. We have forgery here. Maybe they wanted to cause some kind of confusion to have someone proven guilty of something that they weren't guilty of. Why is regret with a stranger? Why is regret here? Indecision. If this is like a plan that is, if someone's planning on doing something, like again, this is something you don't need to fear, right? So all of this inner conflict is why you don't need to fear this. This person, if this is a plan of action that has not taken place yet, this person might be unsure or indecisive about doing something because they feel like they're going to regret it. We have your back heart here. I don't know what your spirit team, what your higher powers are doing, or how they're influencing this. They might be intervening in some way in order to cause this hesitation from this person, or to cause something. There's something going on with that. I might not be able to articulate it very well, but I feel it. It's like maybe someone who typically would not hesitate to do whatever illegal sabotage, forgery stuff this is. Maybe they've done it in the past and they've had no regrets about it. Something about this is they're feeling indecisive about it. Like they've got a feeling it's not a good idea. Or this is what's already happened. So this is information that's supposed to help you overcome this fear. So I guess maybe this is just supposed to be information for you to know what's going on. This might help you leave it to your higher powers, trusting that they're going to make sure this works out in your highest good. Why is indecision with regret a stranger? Destruction. Indecision. Why is destruction with indecision? Pain, hurt. Yeah, it's like a guilty conscience. That's what I'm getting. A guilty conscience all of a sudden. I'm not sure if someone like did something in some way to harm someone or sabotage them. Like they've already done this and they're in regret because all of a sudden they are unsure if they've caused pain, hurt, or because before I was saying confusion with it's like someone might have been confused about what they were actually doing. Like they were doing something that they probably knew wasn't morally just, not fair, not legal, not... I try to avoid saying right or wrong because right or wrong depends on who you are and where you're at, you know, so I believe in a higher right and wrong, but I think that right is not hurting people and wrong is hurting people. That's just my opinion. But other people might see it differently. Right being hurting people for your own benefit or gain. Wrong might be caring about other people. It just depends. Proven guilty. Okay, what was I going on about? This is not what I was going on about, but I was also getting it. Someone might regret causing some kind of indecision about who's guilty of causing some kind of destruction and pain, hurt. Why is a career with defendant? Worried. Someone might be worried that if they follow through with this, it might harm their career. They might have to defend themselves over something at work. Or someone might be like worried that they're being like threatened physically somehow. I'm not sure what this physical abuse is. Someone might be scared, like actually genuinely fearful for, or worried about their physical safety for some reason. But not you, it's not, someone who has done something harmful towards other people might, like if they're getting a guilty conscience, they might feel like in some way and somehow they are in physical danger because of something they've done. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more information about this. Why is have faith for what this collective does not need to fear? Have faith, harm, a witness, investigation. Yes, harm. So I think that people or someone knows about this with a witness, or if you are someone, if you consider yourself a witness about something that's happened to someone else, have faith, trust, harm, a witness, investigation. There's an investigation here. Or if you are investigating something, some kind of harm, sabotage, you do not need to fear doing this, proceeding further with an investigation, or like this could be someone who is involved in the law enforcement or an investigator. Physical abuse defendant, career worried. Like if someone's afraid to go to investigate something because they're afraid of being physically harmed in some way, like if they're going into a dangerous situation. Have faith, harm, a witness investigation. If that's not the case, have faith, trust that whatever harm has occurred here, someone knows or people know, and it's being investigated or it will be investigated. Forgery. Proven guilty. Yeah, someone might have been proven guilty already. Got an ambulance driving by. Interesting. Alright, why is sabotage here for what this collective needs not to fear? Sabotage for what this collective does not need to fear. Bitter. Bitter. Why is bitter with sabotage? Punish. Sabotage, bitter, punish. I'm not sure if someone feels like, if someone here was a witness to something that was going on that wasn't great, if someone was a witness to something illegal or immoral going on, and you said something, you brought the truth, brought light to the truth in the situation. I'm not sure if you're worried about being punished in some kind of way. Or if someone here is worried that maybe I'm not saying you did something to ruin their corrupt plan, but like if someone here is afraid that someone corrupt, let's say, one is mad that something didn't work and they want to punish you in some kind of way. Why is control here for why this collective is fearing this? Why is control here for why this collective is fraud? Some kind of fraud. Forgery. Harass. Group of people. Domestic abuse. Spiritual energetic abuse. With family. Why is meddling here for why this collective is fearing this? Why is meddling here? Meddling for why this collective. Taking responsibility, wrongfully accused, and money. So again, I don't know if this could go a lot of different ways. This could resonate with different people, but I'll just say it as I get it. I keep feeling like it's something that's recently happened to me on this channel. I keep feeling like, yes, I'm talking to people who haven't acted in hurtful ways towards others, intentionally, like in an illegal kind of way. But I'm also like heavily feeling like I'm talking to people who might have done things harmful towards others. So take it how it resonates. You know, I'm not trying to tell you that you're a criminal. It's I'm just saying that I'm getting that energy that I'm talking directly towards someone. Directly to someone. I'm talking to someone who has done things in the past that are illegal, harmful, etc., right? Alright, meddling in someone else's affairs. Taking responsibility for wrongfully accusing someone. Money. Or I'm not sure if someone here is fearful because they're afraid they're going to have to take responsibility because they've been wrongfully accused of something. And this could involve money. Like if someone feels like they're going to be the one that takes the blame for something, or Why is insurance policy here? Violence, stealing, hiding money, parent, and burdened. This could involve violence towards a parent or a parent being violent to a child in some way. True statements. Why is insurance policy here for why this collective is fearful? Identity theft, taking advantage of someone, and kidnapping. Okay, insurance policy for why this collective, wanting to cause hardships. Why is wanting to cause hardships with insurance policy? Wanting to cause hardships with insurance policy. Guilty and sexual abuse. I don't know what this guilty and SA card is about. Wanting to cause hardships, insurance policy. Is there some kind of sexual misconduct or sexual could be an SA situation of some kind? Stealing, hiding money. Alright. Why is inner conflict here for why this collective does not need to fear this? Why is inner conflict here? Police, law enforcement, a cover-up. I'm not going to officially take them. Why is inner conflict here for why this collective does not need to fear this? Inner conflict. The dark web. Why is the dark web with inner conflict? Extortion. So someone here who has done something illegal or harmful, they might be being extorted on the dark web somehow, and that's why they're experiencing inner conflict, or something's going on. The dark web keeps coming out in the readings recently. An anonymous zone for people to connect. So someone's being extorted, someone's trying to threaten or force someone to do something. They're trying to make them. We have physical abuse, defendant, career, worried. Someone might be afraid of physical harm because they're being extorted. Like with extortion, oftentimes there's threats, right? Like, I'll physically harm you unless you do this. Why is extortion with the dark web for why a scapegoat? Why is extortion with the dark web inner conflict for why this collective does not need to fear this? Extortion, plotting, exploitation, planning on exploiting someone. Extortion with the dark web for why this collective does not need to fear this. Extortion with the dark web. Violation. Why is violation with extortion a menace? Why is we have your back heart here for why this collective? Stalking. Truth being revealed, police, law enforcement, and theft. So I believe, without saying too much, the truth is being revealed regarding some kind of theft. We have your back heart with stalking. So if this is a situation where you've been stalked by someone like a menace, or this is menaces being followed. Why is stalking with we have your back heart for the collective for why they don't need to fear this? Stalking with we have your back heart. Child. Why is child with stalking we have your back? Plaintiff. So, plaintiff is someone who's accused someone of something. A plaintiff could have been harmed in some way and they are trying to press charges against someone they think is responsible for this. So I don't know if this has to do with stalking someone's child, or the plaintiff's child is stalking someone. This could go a lot of ways. But it's most important to know we have your back heart. Okay, let's see if I can get some. I'm not going to do every card, just the main cards that came out. Young woman. Alright, why is have faith, trust here for what the collective does not need to fear? Have faith, trust. Have faith, trust for what the collective. Melancholy. So in this card, this person is just sitting there looking a bit down. So I'd say if you ever find yourself feeling down, like if you're afraid that this isn't going to work out okay for you, do know it's safe to have faith and trust in your higher powers. Why is sabotage here for what this collective needs, not fear? Gift. Gift. Something that someone wanted to gift someone. Something that someone would receive. Why is control here for why this collective is fearing this? Control. House. This could have to do with a house or property. Control. House. This could also be kind of like the mind, if we look at this house as the mind. Or our sense of self, like within these walls I am responsible for whatever happens, as in what we were talking about with control, right? Or if someone feels like they're on the outside of this house and there's all this stuff happening within that they don't know, and that's why they're afraid or worried. Unless this could have to do with a literal house. Why is meddling here for why this collective is fearing this? Why is meddling in someone else's affairs? Widower. A widower is someone who has lost someone or something. Meddling. Someone might be worried or afraid that meddling is going to cause someone to lose someone or something. Taking responsibility. Wrongfully accused. Money. This could be an actual situation if someone has lost someone, a partner, spouse, parent, child, family member, and someone here is meddling in this person's affairs, trying to take advantage of them in some way. And this could be regarding, inheritance, some kind of inheritance, insurance policy related to this person that's been lost or something that's been lost. Why is insurance policy here for why this collective is fearing this? Waiting and soldier. Waiting and soldier. Someone might be afraid that someone's like waiting for there to be conflict, for someone to come in with some kind of conflict involving this. Why is inner conflict here for why this collective does not need to fear this? Inner conflict for why this collective does not need to fear this. Messenger. Someone might have received a message, or someone wants to give someone a message. They're having inner conflict about this. Or if you've received a message and it's causing inner conflict, do you know those in the spiritual and or physical realms have your back? Misfortune. I wasn't asking anything. I was just meditating on this messenger card. Why is we have your back heart here for why this collective does not need to fear this? Why is we have your back heart here for this collective? Foe. For whatever foe this is. Obviously there's someone who has been working against you, who was working against you, is, etc. We have your back heart with this foe. Stalking, child, plaintiff. Someone's being followed. But this is why you don't need to fear this. So even if you are being followed in some way, you don't need to fear that. We have your back heart. I have a feeling like this is someone else being followed by someone in the physical and or spiritual realms. If someone here has lost a parent, they have your back. When I say lost a parent, I mean they're no longer living in this physical realm. Ooh, They've got your back big time. I just got like the most goosebumps ever. Okay. And if you have lost a parent, my condolences. Or if you lost anyone, I mean, it's a hard thing to go through and to heal from. Okay. Why is a stranger here for advice, information to move past this fear? Scholar. I'm not going to take it. I'll take it. Scholar with a stranger. Someone's learned about something. Someone's reading something. May I have one more card for a stranger for advice or information to help this collective move past this fear? A stranger, please. Servant. Scholar and servant. I'm not sure if a stranger has learned what or who they've been serving or helping, like what they've been doing. Or they've been thinking about, they've gained more information somehow about some kind of service, some kind of someone who's been helping someone has learned something. A stranger, regret, indecision, destruction, pain, hurt. Violation of privacy, confusion, illegal activity. Yeah, I think someone's been... I'm almost getting the trickery energy again, where someone was tricked into doing something. They didn't really know what they were participating in. Why is physical abuse here for advice, information? Falseness. So there's some kind of falseness surrounding physical abuse? Thought. Interesting. Conversation, room, lover, friend, old woman, thought. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some of these. Alright, why is melancholy with have faith, trust for what this collective does not need to fear? Why is melancholy with have faith, trust? Melancholy. Melancholy with have faith, trust. Gift. Again with the gift, we have gift here, and then gift next to have faith, trust, sabotage. Sabotage, gift. Melancholy, gift. Souvenir, promotion, delight. Have faith, trust. Harm, witness, investigation. Have faith, trust. For what one needs not fear. I guess this is, I'm not sure if this is saying that trust that if this is something, if this gift represents something that's you're due to receive in some way, or something someone wanted to give you, wants to give you, but someone else is like interfering somehow or trying to sabotage this. Maybe this is something that's made you sad if you've known about this. Have faith, trust, you will receive whatever this gift is. Why is gift with sabotage? Gift, real estate, wealth, investment, mega project. So a home, a house, real estate? Was someone trying to give someone here a home or property of some kind? Control with house, right? Like this could be involving some kind of property that someone was to inherit or receive or purchase. Like I'm not sure what this could involve with a house. Anyway, and regardless, you don't need to fear having faith and trust that this will work out. Control. Why is house with control for why this collective is fearing this? House with control for why they are fearing this. Imagination, variety, fantasy, mind. Control, house. Some kind of illusion surrounding. Okay, so someone might be afraid that this isn't going to work out for them because someone else has created an illusion regarding a house, or in order to control something. There's some kind of fraud happening here. We do have forgery. Why is widower with meddling? Relaxation, peace, tranquility, easiness. Why is widower with meddling in someone else's affairs? For why this collective is fearing this. Widower with meddling, adventure. Explore, passion, travel. Meddling in someone else's affairs with widower. I'm not sure if someone was planning on doing something. This could involve traveling, but because of someone meddling in someone else's affairs, they weren't able to for some reason, possibly because of money, financial constraints, or hardships. Why is insurance policy here for protest, inadequacy, sue, attention? Protest. So there's some kind of protesting involving this insurance policy. Wanting to cause hardships, guilty, and sexual abuse. So I don't know if someone was trying to find someone guilty of something involving SA because they wanted to cause hardships regarding an insurance policy. So if this is someone trying to get in the way of a inheritance or something someone was due to receive, some kind of gift, someone was upset about this and trying to get in the way. And that is why you're fearing having faith in this situation. I just realized I didn't clarify these waiting and soldier cards with it. Why is waiting here with insurance policy? Waiting? Before I was saying when waiting and soldier came out with insurance policy, I was saying it's like someone's waiting for there to be some kind of like someone to bring conflict regarding this, or maybe someone's waiting for this conflict to be over. Endorsement, persuasion, bribe, temptation. So here we have with waiting insurance policy, this is someone being bribed, paid to do something, but that person is like, no, waiting. Why is soldier here with alliance? Trust, honest, compatibility. Alliance. Maybe someone bribed someone into joining an alliance with them, into collaborating with them to do something. Why is messenger here with inner conflict? For why this collective does not need to fear this. Why is messenger with inner conflict? Messenger. Gain, cultivation, profit, conclusion. So someone could have received a letter or a message of some kind, or this message is regarding some kind of gain or profit. Inner conflict, the dark web, extortion, violation, a menace. Why is gain with messenger and inner conflict? Okay, stability, harmony, acceptance. Maybe someone's in a spot where they're being extorted, right? So they're being threatened to do something. I'm not sure if on one hand they could profit off of doing this, but on the other hand, they're experiencing inner conflict because this would involve them being a menace of some kind of way. Like they're being extorted, which means they're being forced, or if someone's trying to force them to do something they typically wouldn't do. So it's not something this person would naturally want to be doing. So if someone's trying to get someone to do something, but this is why you don't need to fear this. This is why it's okay to have faith and trust in this situation, because this person is experiencing inner conflict. They're not just saying, okay, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. I'll do anything for money. This is someone who's actually thinking about it. So if someone's trying to become allies with someone to cause hardships, the person they're trying to form an alliance with is hesitant. They're thinking about it. They're not just jumping into the situation. And that is good. Robbery came out when I was talking or thinking about something. Daydream indulgence. Alright, why is foe here with we have your back heart? Overload. Assessment, obligation, overwhelm. The enemy is completely overwhelmed. We have your back. Or if this is someone, if you are experiencing this kind of feeling because of this foe, these enemies, do know those in the spiritual and or physical realms have your back. Why is overload with foe? We have your back. Overload with foe. Libation, donation, pray, religion. If someone here has prayed and asked for help in some kind of way, your prayers have definitely been heard and they're being answered. Like if someone here specifically prayed or spoken to God or your higher powers in some way, if you've specifically mentioned things about your enemies or these people working against you, if you've asked for help, if you've expressed some kind of feelings of overwhelm, or like this person's got their head laying on a bunch of documents and papers, like if you're feeling completely overwhelmed about something, these could be literal documents, papers, like you might have a lot of paperwork to be filing or submitting, filling out, etc. If you've specifically prayed about this or spoken to your higher powers about this, they've heard you and they have your back. They have your back without a doubt. The number 67 could be relevant to someone. Out of all the numbers on here, that's the only one that I'm just focusing on. So 67. Okay. Scholar, a stranger. Scholar, servant. Why scholar with a stranger? For advice or information that could help someone here move forward past this fear. Scholar with a stranger. Relaxation, peace, tranquility, easiness. Again, someone's reading something in this relaxation card. And the scholar card, someone's reading something as well. Why servant with a stranger? Servant, stubbornness, selfishness, mullish attitude, arrogance. Someone might have realized that they were helping someone who was just self-serving in some way, or what they've done was self-serving. Someone's like thinking about something big time here. Someone involved in this situation, they're thinking about what they've done, like they're reflecting on their actions, which is really great. I feel like a lot of people do things to harm other people or to take advantage of other people, and they don't think about it. They just focus on what they can gain and profit from things. But here we've got someone who is actually going within, taking a look at themselves, you know. Why is falseness with physical abuse? Falseness with physical abuse. Falseness? We've got two. Homeless and eternal love. Falseness, homeless. Failure, castaway, poor. Eternal love, eternity, consistency, soulmate. Someone could be worried that like they're gonna forever be like poor or lacking in something because of this, with worried career defendant, or someone's worried. Falseness, homeless, eternal love, failure, like failure for an eternity. Like if we take the whole eternal love like partnership aspect out of this and just focus on eternity, consistency, with failure, castaway, poor. Or maybe some kind of falseness regarding physical abuse has left someone without someone they were connected to, like a significant connection. Indulgence, interaction, joy, friendliness. Someone has good memories with someone and that person's no longer in their life in some way, or this is what they're worried about. But this is advice or information for helping you move past this fear. Well, maybe it makes more sense to you. I think I got the gist of it, but my ultimate goal is to be able to get as many details as possible without it taking like many hours. I wouldn't mind it taking many hours, but I feel like not a lot of people, especially with collective readings, it's, you know, these messages aren't for everyone. So people don't want to dedicate 3 hours of their time to watch something that may or may not be their story, you know? So I'm figuring it out. I will figure it out. It's just it's a process. If anyone has any tips for me when it comes to getting more details without it being... So someone actually left a comment on one of my videos recently saying like what's going on here? Like they couldn't... The comment was basically saying that they couldn't understand the story. And I replied something about like, I'm not... Like my goal isn't to tell stories. My goal is to provide enough information and some clues. Like to me, my strategy is more investigative. Like I'm not here to... Some readers can tell a whole story that makes complete sense, but as general readings, they're telling a story that isn't everyone's story. But people who might pick up on certain little key points in that story might accept the whole thing as their story. And that's my problem with it, is that I don't want to... I could easily make something up right here. I can make all of this make sense, but that's not my goal. My goal isn't to like entertain people with a story. My goal is to get information for people, hoping that the cards that come out, the things I say, somehow it clicks and it makes sense for you. And you might pick up something else and be like, huh, maybe. It gives you something to think about for your own story. I don't want to push so many details out that it's creating a story that isn't real for people. You know, it's a tricky game. It's a tricky it's a tricky role on here, being a reader on YouTube, because you've got a lot of people watching your videos, and you know, the first thing you say might resonate with them, and before you know it, they think the whole story is 100% theirs. Sometimes it really is, of course, right? Sometimes it's people who are very aware and knowledgeable of their own situation, but the dangerous part is when you have people who don't have a solid understanding of their situation, so they're willing to accept falsities as facts. Like they're willing to accept it because it's been said, and it's been said right after something that they know to be true. Does that make sense? Like I'm not here to get a bunch of subscribers. I love getting subscribers because it tells me that people resonate with this and that they like it enough to want to stick around for more. But it has nothing to do with me wanting to entertain people and bring more people in. You know, I'm here because of the truth. I'm here because I found my own truth this way. And it helped me a lot. It saved my life in so many ways. And that's why I'm here. That's why I started this channel. Not to feed people stories that aren't true. I'm not here to entertain. I'm not here to be easy to follow. I'd like to be easier to follow for those who resonate truly with these messages, and I'd like to be able to provide more details. But there's a fine line between feeding accurate details to people and then feeding details that might be accurate for one person but not for another person, and having that other person taking it as a truth and then living their life in a way that shows that their sister is stealing from them when their sister is actually not. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that can go wrong with collective readings, and part of me struggles with that on a pretty regular basis. Anyways, I don't know where that came from, but It happened. Let's see. Hi. Okie dokie. Oh wait, before I do this, let me get some signs. Any relevant signs or energies? Are there any relevant signs, energies that would resonate with this message? Libra. Any other signs? Sagittarius. Aquarius. One more, please. Cancer. Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer could be relevant. Capricorn on the bottom. Okay. Alright, what guidance do we have for the collective that resonates? In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Yes, everything's going fine. It might not feel like that a lot of the time, but again, with the cards that came out for what you don't need to fear, why you don't need to fear it, everything's okay. It might not seem like that, but just trust and have faith. Everything is smooth sailing. May I have another card, please, for this collective's guidance? Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So someone here could want to speak a truth, specifically speak it. Release the fear of persecution, release the fear of what others might think or do. Stand strong, focus on your purpose. You're being protected while you're doing this. So like if you are doing things and focused on your purpose, you're standing strong, you're living in your truth, understand that you're being protected while you're doing this and so that you can do this. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Hi. Why is in the flow, everything is smooth sailing here? In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Surrendering to the journey, release control. Absolutely. This is what I was just talking about before with the control. Everything is smooth sailing, surrendering to the journey, release control. It's focusing on the things that we can control with ourselves and our own lives. We can't control others, what others are doing. Passion and pleasure. Oh, shoot. Alright, why is Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth here for the collective? Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Interesting. I wish it was lighter. I wish you could see that better. Ooh. You lick my arm? Thank you. You clean mommy. You clean mommy good. Okay. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Joan of Arc, Voice of Truth. Interesting. I noticed that in both of these cards, this person's head and face is surrounded by flowers and other plant life. And then with the Cleansing Waters card, there's something here about... Okay, so I'm noticing a few things. With this Cleansing Waters card, because her face is emerging from the water, there's a circle. There's a circle of water around her face, right? And then in the Joan of Arc card, there's a circle going around her head. And when I saw the purification activates vibrant life force, this might have to do with thoughts. So if someone's thoughts are... I think it's important to like acknowledge what's going on in your mind and in your thoughts. Like if you're overwhelmed and thinking a lot about a specific like situation like what we've spoken about, if there's worry, things like that, I think it's important to focus on purifying your thoughts, your mind space. Purification activates vibrant life force, right? So on a personal level, when I find myself kind of succumbing to thoughts of like fear, negativity, things like that, there's two things I do. The first thing I have to do is focus more on my connection to my higher power, right? So I'll focus more on having faith, trust. I'll communicate more with my higher power and express gratitude, etc. You know, I really focus on that connection. And then when it comes to myself, I focus on, like it says in this card, focus on your purpose. I focus on the things that I could do and think about that will be beneficial. So I'll try to, it's hard, it's not easy to get out of your head sometimes, but what I do is I'll just find projects to do, or I'll take little steps towards bigger goals I have. Something to like put my focus on something constructive, right? That helps a lot. So I don't know if you resonate with that. That could be something to think about or look into. But okay, let's get some positive affirmations. All right, may I have a positive affirmation for the collective that resonates with this message? I am attractive, I am talented, I am intelligent, I am a miracle. Absolutely. All of those things. So someone here might be struggling with self-doubt or self-esteem issues. Why is I am attractive, I am talented, I am intelligent, I'm a miracle here? Wonderful things always happen to me because I live with an attitude of gratitude. Absolutely. So it's like our attitude, our vibration, it's what attracts positive, negative things towards us. For the most part, I'm not saying that like everything that comes towards us is because of our attitude and our thoughts. You know, it's not like that, but there's something about it. The color blue, blue is everywhere. Blue. And I'm focusing on the evil eye protection here. You're very protected. I think that you're being protected, but you also have to do something to protect yourself with your thoughts, if that makes any sense or if it resonates. Your emotions. With all the water here. I am attractive, I am talented, I am intelligent, I am a miracle. Wonderful things always happen to me because I live with an attitude of gratitude. So yeah, again, when I was talking about what I personally do, when I find myself struggling mentally, I'd have to do two things. First is always, like, the thing I always do is focus on communicating with my higher power, expressions of gratitude. I do that every day. It's usually one of the first things I do in the morning is I thank my higher powers for everything I'm grateful for, you know. When I go through a list daily, and then it's things that I genuinely feel grateful for. So maybe it would be beneficial to focus on what you are grateful for. Interesting. Okay. I want to get one more card. Why is wonderful things always happen to me? Attitude of gratitude here for the collective. I am getting healthier and stronger every day. Absolutely. So maybe someone here is working on getting healthier and stronger in various ways every day. And it's about baby steps, you know. It's like we can't just wake up and some things are easier to change like within a day, right? Like diet, exercise, things like that. But when it comes to mental health, emotional, spiritual health, these things take a little more time, and baby steps can be very beneficial. Yeah, I mean, I've always said, to me, the secret to happiness, like true happiness, is simply gratitude. Simply gratitude. Focusing on what we're grateful for and feeling that feeling. Feeling grateful. Like we could say I'm grateful for this and that, but do you truly feel it? Are you truly grateful that you got to wake up again today? You know, are you truly grateful that if you live somewhere with a roof, that you have a roof over your head? You know, if you live somewhere where you have running water at your fingertips, at your disposal at any time, are you truly grateful for that? You know, for a beautiful little cat to live with. Oh, okay, I'm done. Thank you again for being here. If this resonated, I hope that it was beneficial in a lot of ways. Until next time, bye.